one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Has everyone had a chance to look at the agenda?
Yes.
Are there any corrections or amendments to the agenda?
No.
Seeing none, the agenda is adopted as presented. Public comments? Any public comments on the agenda items? No public comments? All right, we'll move on to election supervisor update.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We should be by now. Overall, we had a very successful election, almost a 71% turnout. We had very lively participation by the voters. We exceeded our 2020 numbers in every category. Advanced voting, we were up, and election day, we were up. 71% in 2024 versus 68% in 2020. See, I wasn't here in 2020, right?
No, we're not.
Okay. Crowds and voters were for the most part, very well behaved. And we had no real problems. We did have a few issues, but nothing big. So we commend not only our voters, but our team, our board. Thank you all for the help that you all gave us.
Thank you.
We also want to thank our law enforcement officers from both the Camden Sheriff's Office, the St. Mary, and the Kingsland police officers, as well as our Camden EMA team. They assisted in keeping a close watch and an eye over us over the last month. And we want to also thank our staff, who put in some very long hours and did some very diligent and hard work to make the election look as easy and smooth as it did. We received many comments from voters who said how efficient and very friendly our poll workers were. And that's a reflection upon our commissioners, our board, election staff, and actually the public as well, because their being engaging with our poll workers made it all work together because we all work together as a team, okay? And our highest voter turnout happened to be at our West St. Mary's precinct with 83%.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And our lowest turnout was North St. Mary's. They had a whopping 55%.
But that's better than in the past.
That's better, yes, better than it has been in the past.
Okay. Well, this is my baseline, but overall, we had a very, very successful election, and I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Any questions from the board? All right, moving on to unfinished business, discussion concerning open records and posting election material on the publicly accessible website. We had discussed this at last meeting, and I need to eat some humble pie on this one. I misinterpreted OCGA 21-272 and subsequently misinformed the board, election staff, county staff, and the public. Here's what the last sentence says, which is key to the whole open records question. And I quote, "The custodian shall also, upon request, if photocopying equipment is available in the building which the record are housed, make and furnish to any member of the public copies of any of such records upon payment of the actual cost of copying the records request." I also conflated the public inspection by any elector of the county with the request for records from any member of the public. During this time between the board's October meeting and today, no open records requests were denied or curtailed because of anything that was discussed during our meeting. I know when the Elections Office receives an open records request, they do their very best to comply with the timely manner, and if the election supervisor has any questions, she always confers with the county attorney and keeps the board in loop. And just to reiterate, the election records as described in 21-272 are subject to OCGA Chapter 50 Open Records Request. Okay? And we're moving on to new business. Pre-certification of the November 5th, 2024 general special election. That is why we're here today. The State Election Board came out with a new rule, SEB 183-1-12.13, Section F, preparing for county certification. And we are here today, and we are going to discuss the election, the pre-certification. And I don't know if I got my sheet back from, oh, I have it here. This is our first time doing this, so it's going to be a little different. Do you have the e-pulse report by chance? Okay.
No, we don't have it here.
Okay.
It's downstairs.
All right, so really what the intent of the rule is to make sure that we did not have more ballots than we had voters. And that's really what we're here for today. So I guess the question is, what reports can you provide us to show that?
Okay, I will turn that over to Dennis, our
Okay.
elections and equipment technician.
Because I know the board was heavily involved on election night and for advance voting, getting all the tabulation into the EMS. So that's kind of where we're starting at. Okay?
All right, so for, regarding the e-pulse report, it is available upon request if you would like to see it. I am familiar with the content of the report, and I would take any questions or I would be able to answer any questions that you may have regarding the content of the report. I will outright state that the numbers, we are able to perfectly reconcile our numbers. So we, in the advance voting period, we had 4 voters that required manual voter credit to be assigned to their voter profile. This could because of any number of reasons that we were able to quickly adjudicate with the Secretary of State's office to ensure us that they were in fact registered voters and able and eligible to vote in this election. As part of our oath, we shall not vexatiously delay any voter that is registered and eligible to vote in the election, and that is the steps we took to do so. Additionally, on Election Day, we had another 4 that required manual voter credit. And if you were to look at the e-pulse report, which again, if you would like to see it, I am able to pull it for you. Those numbers match up exactly. There are 8 people that do not show up in the e-pulse report that would show up as having voter credits in Jarvis, and we are able to perfectly reconcile that with the number of individuals that were assigned manual voter credit in Jarvis.
Okay, so just so I understand, so when a voter comes in, they use the poll pad, that feeds e-pulse, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so if they didn't check in on the poll pad and we had to give them manual credit, that's why they would not be on e-pulse.
Correct.
Okay, but e-pulse also feeds Jarvis.
Correct.
So anything in e-pulse feeds Jarvis. And
Exactly.
we have a firm grasp that Jarvis matches e-pulse.
Absolutely.
Okay. And we don't have any extra voters other than, we don't have any additional voters that aren't assigned to the precinct, I guess?
That is correct. We have no voters. There are no voters in Camden County that received credit for voting in the November elections that did not legally cast a ballot.
Okay. Any questions for the board? No? Okay,
All right.
all right, I mean, I move that we pre-certify the November 5th, 2024 special general election.
Second.
I have a
Second.
motion and a second. Any questions?
Second, did anybody second?
Yes.
Yes, it was
It's been
second.
seconded by Kelly. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, so we really can't start adjudicating any of the ballots provisional ballots unless we know for sure that we're going to accept them or can accept them. So we're going to go ahead and do the ones that we believe that we can accept, that we can prove that they're acceptable, and we're going to hold off on any of the ones we think we're going to be denied. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with the provisional adjudication. And if either Dennis or Rock would like to walk us through that, I'd appreciate it.
With respect to our provisional ballots, our recommendations are for number 1, Brooke Butler, that we accept. She was duplicated on the East Kingsland 105 ballot, and she was out of precinct after 5, and she was timely registered.
Okay, all those in favor of accepting, or actually, I'll make a motion to accept Brooke Butler's provisional ballot.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 2.
Number 2, Thomas C. Ford. We recommend that he be accepted as well. Mr. Ford provides sufficient evidence that he was a timely registered in Camden County, and it was confirmed following a conversation with Fulton County that his not being registered was a clerical error made by the Fulton County voter registration staff.
Okay. Do you have his Jarvis information with you? His voter history or anything like that?
I don't have it with us.
Okay.
No.
I'm familiar with the history.
Okay, yes.
All right. So Mr. Ford is a recent transplant to Camden County. He was originally registered in Camden County last year via our DDS software. That is where the Department of Driver Services automatically sends voter registration information over to our elections office for voters to be registered. His registration application was accepted, and he was so registered in the county until October 2nd of this year, at which point Fulton County admits they erroneously took him from us through a mail-in application. They say that it was a temp that made that error. However, we do have an admission from Fulton County staff that he was pulled over erroneously, and I did have permission from the Secretary of State's office to take his record back prior to this meeting, so he is currently a registered voter in Camden County.
I move we accept Thomas C. Ford's provisional ballot.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Mr. Thomas C. Ford's provisional ballot is accepted.
Number 3, Caitlin Miller. We recommend that she be accepted, excuse me, based on a duplicate on historic Kingsland District Combo 118 ballot. She was out of precinct after 5 and timely registered.
All right, I move we accept Caitlin Miller's provisional ballot.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We accept Caitlin Miller's provisional ballot. Number 4.
Number 4, Beatrice Hoover. We recommend that she be accepted. She also was a duplicate of West Kingsland, District Combo 119 ballot, out of precinct. She voted after 5, however, she was timely registered.
Okay, I move we accept Beatrice Hoover's provisional ballot.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to accept Beatrice Hoover's provisional ballot. Number 5.
Number 5, Dorian T. Powell. We recommend that Mr. Powell's ballot be accepted. Duplicate on West St. Mary's, District Combo of 111. Voted out of precinct after 5. However, he was timely registered.
I move we accept Dorian T. Powell's provisional ballot.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion accepted to accept Dorian T. Powell's provisional ballot. Number 6.
Number 6, Nicholas Brandon. We recommend the ballot be accepted. Duplicate at Harriet's Bluff. District combo of 104, out of precinct, after 5, however timely registered.
I move we accept Nicholas Brandon's provisional ballot.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to accept Nicholas Brandon's provisional ballot.
Okay. Number 7, Larry J. Hudson. We recommend that Mr. Hudson's ballot be accepted. Duplicate of West Kingsland, district combo of 119. He was out of precinct, after 5, timely registered.
I move we accept Larry J. Hudson's provisional ballot. Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Aye. No.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion
Ready.
carries to accept Larry J. Hudson's provisional ballot. Okay. At this time, we should probably recess until 5 PM. I have a motion to recess?
Yes.
Second? All right, I have a motion to recess until 5 PM. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're recessed till 5 PM. Pardon? Yes, yes, so, yeah, that's all, you've got an all-inclusive list, and you've got the ones that they were just gonna recommend. So if you wanna go through and line those, the ones we accepted off your master list, that would probably help you.
Yeah, but it's gonna go off the next cover. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll start off with adjudicating the final provisional ballots. Waiting, go ahead.
Provisional ballots, our recommendation for number 1, Lucia Alexandra Balair. We recommend rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration. Voter mailed their voter registration application to the Secretary of State's office before the deadline, and it was not received by our office, nor can we confirm that it was received by the Secretary of State's office.
All right, so the voter said that they had mailed it? Is that
That is
the
correct.
case? Okay.
That is
So we
correct.
have no confirmation.
Did the Secretary of State's office ever receive it?
We do not know.
You do not know, okay.
I move to reject.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, rejected. Number 2,
Quinn Adam Parlay. We recommend rejection as well. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration. Voter stated that they mailed their voter registration application to the Secretary of State's office before the deadline. However, there's no confirmation that it was received by the Secretary of State nor our office.
Okay, I move to reject this provisional ballot. Any discussion? All those in favor of rejecting, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
Number 3, Grazia Barbato. We recommend rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
And could not find him in Jarvis?
Not at all.
Okay. I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of rejecting this, say aye.
Aye.
Ballot is rejected.
Number 4, Barbie Laws. We recommend rejection. Voter was timely registered but canceled for felon match on June 13th, 2024, and has not returned to provide proof of reinstatement to the voter rolls.
Okay, I move we reject this provisional ballot.
I'd
Second.
like to know what a felon match is. I'm not
Okay.
familiar with that.
You want to explain it?
All right, so our system automatically scans for potential felons. As you know, that individuals serving a felony sentence are unable to vote in the state of Georgia. This voter was canceled for that felony match back in June.
It's a match to our system.
Yeah, it is a match to the felon, from our system to the statewide database of individuals serving a felony sentence, and that includes felons that are on probation. This individual did not provide any evidence to our office that they had, in a sense, paid their dues to society and gotten off of their felony probation or been excused from their felony sentence.
Would they have to have, what kind of proof would they have to have?
A letter of release.
A written hard copy, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
Number 5, Elizabeth Emsley. Recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration. Excuse me. Voter stated they mailed their voter registration application to the Secretary of State's office. However, there's no confirmation that was received by the Secretary of State's office prior to the deadline, nor have we received it in our office.
Okay, I move to reject this provisional ballot.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of rejecting, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ballot is rejected. Provisional ballot is rejected.
Number 6, Dallas Morris. We recommend rejection. Voter has not provided evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ballot is rejected.
Number 7, Jennifer Lynn Milne. Recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
Number 8, James Robert Daniels. We recommend rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
Number 9, John Benjamin James. Recommendation of rejection. This voter is registered in Pierce County, out of precinct after 5, not registered in Camden County.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of rejecting this provisional ballot say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject.
And
Tyree Spraggins, recommendation of rejection. Voter has not provided evidence of timely registration.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of rejecting this provisional ballot, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ballot is rejected. Provisional ballot is rejected.
Number 13, Sarah Ward, recommendation of rejection. Voter was timely registered, however, voted out of precinct before 5 p.m.
And this voter did sign an affidavit saying that their vote would not count if they voted prior to 5 p.m.
I'm sure she was.
I'm sorry?
Because I'm sure she was. I don't have the paperwork in front of me, but I'm sure they were.
But how could she vote out of precinct without?
So the affidavit that you're referring to is included in every provisional packet. If the provisional packet was filled out in full, as all of them were, this voter did sign that affidavit. Additionally, a voter may cast a provisional ballot knowing that it will not count. They are allowed to do that, yes, but it is a straight line. If you vote out a precinct before 5, you are agreeing that that vote will be rejected no matter what, and that there is no cure process.
Why would you even do that, though? Who knows?
Yeah, we did them.
Did that
previously.
before the break.
They were the ones that
Oh,
were
those are the
accepted.
first ones. Okay,
Yes.
okay, got it.
Okay. I move to reject this provisional ballot.
I'll
Second.
second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject Sarah Ward's provisional ballot.
Everett Washington, recommendation to reject. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Provisional ballot is rejected. Motion carries.
Heather Gooden, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
Heather.
Yes. Next is Ralph Marr, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not return to office to provide proof of identification.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
Next is William Purdie, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Provisional ballot is rejected.
Carolina
Oh, we already did that. Oh.
Carolina Adams, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject the provisional ballot.
Next is Vicky Guggenbickler,
Why, I'm letting
Guggenbickler. Recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Shannon Parody, recommendation of rejection. Voted out of precinct before 5 p.m.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Christopher Gatlin, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Tina Gatlin, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Melissa Kruger, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Susan Whitfield, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Next is David Berger, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Nadia Johnson, recommendation of rejection. Voted out of precinct after 5, not registered in Camden County.
Okay, I move to reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Aaron Raybon, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not return to provide proof of identification.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Provisional ballot is rejected.
E-R.
Motion carries to reject.
Katie, I'll give you this list.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we got a list.
With my hand.
Next is Crystal Dunnigan, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not provide evidence of timely registration.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Zulma Hudson, recommendation of rejection. Voter did not return to provide proof of identification.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Tony Edwards, recommendation of rejection. Voter was timely registered, however, was canceled for felon match on October 26, 2024, and did not return to provide proof for reinstatement to the voter rolls.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
Next is Terry McBride, recommendation of rejection. Voted out of precinct after 5 p.m., however, not registered in Camden County.
I move we reject this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this provisional ballot.
That's when Landon Bois de Leon. Recommendation of acceptance, duplicate on historic Kingsland, district combo of 118, out of precinct after 5, timely registered.
I move we accept this provisional ballot.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to accept this provisional ballot for Landon Bordelon. All right, so that takes care of the provisional ballots. Oh, no, we have one more. One more.
Yes. We have a Uakava, and we recommend that Nicholas Krug ballot be rejected. The ballot was received without the accompanying oath. Voter was contacted, however, never returned the oath to the office.
I move to reject this provisional ballot, this Uakava ballot.
Second.
All those in favor of rejecting this Uakava ballot? say
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to reject this Uakava ballot. All right, we can either process the Uakavas up here, or we can go to recess and process them down in the first level. It's up to the election staff how they would like to handle the Uakavas.
Let's get it done downstairs.
Okay, recess.
Let's
it
do
is.
it, let's do it
Recess.
downstairs.
All right, I'll take a motion to recess for, well, until we're done with the UOCAVAs.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye. We're recessing to get the UOCAVAs processed.
Gonna bring them up here?
No, we're going to go downstairs.
Okay, yeah, that's, I'll second it.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 All right, we're in recess until further notice.
So we're coming back.
Yes, we're coming back here.
All right, so for everyone in the audience, what we're going to do is we're going to process and duplicate, and then we're going to scan them, and then we'll come back up and certify the election.
Okay. How many do we have?
Pardon? 11. How many UOCAVAs did you say? 11 plus the 8. So we got 19 to do.
Okay, our purses and things taken with us, or? you can-
Pardon?
We got to come back up here to finish.
Oh, I hope my joke didn't get on video. Thanks.
I didn't turn my mic on.
Done with one of those, I'll pass them down. Are you done with the statement of votes cast?
I am.
Okay. Here you go. We're about to go back in session. If you'd like, I can do it after the meeting. Okay? Ready? All right, the special called meeting of the Camden County Board of Elections and Registration is back in session. Moving on to item number 4 of new business, certification of the November 5th, 2024 general special election. And before we get into that process, have election supervisor, or assistant election supervisor, have all ballots legally cast been tabulated, adjudicated?
Yes, they have.
Okay, any questions from the board?
None.
All right, the chair will entertain a motion to certify the November 5th general special election.
So moved.
Any second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor of certifying the November 5th general special election, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, board members to sign the paperwork. That's item 5. Okay.
pass them amongst yourselves.
All the way at the bottom.
So we're signing up here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And we have to pass these around?
Yes.
And what about this? Oh, down here.
Right there.
Down here, okay, thanks.
Yep.
I don't want to sign it in the wrong place.
So we have two here, one for the general election, the other one for the special election, which was the tax question for St. Mary's. And I'll bottom line those. Should be 4 signatures and mine. Yep. Have you and Rock sign also.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All paperwork assigned. Excellent. Get the right sheet here. All right, Chair will entertain a motion to cancel the November 12, 2024 regular Board of Election Registration meeting.
So moved.
Second,
I'll second that.
any discussion?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, important upcoming dates. Veterans Day, Monday, November 11th, 2024. All offices will be closed. Risk limiting audit is Thursday and Friday, November 14th and 15th, here in Woodbine. Cities of St. Mary's and Kingston runoff advanced voting is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, November 25th, 26th, and 27th. And they'll be at the Annex and the Welcome Center, and that's from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. daily. Thanksgiving was Thursday, and they're going to take Friday out because it's a state holiday, November 28th and 29th. All offices will be closed. City of St. Mary's and Kingsland runoff is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Special call board meeting to pre-certify runoff election is Friday, December 6th, 2024 at 3 p.m. And then we have a board meeting Monday, December 9th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Additional public comments on any issue? Please state your name and address.
Janet Bradford, 145 Christina Lane, Kingsland, and I'm sorry, I have gum in my mouth. That was rude. My apologies. The number of provisional ballots, it just seems astronomical. After 4 years on the board, I didn't see 38 in 4 years. So I would encourage the board to do some post-election analysis to see, especially those that say evidence of timely registration. Registration closed on the 7th of October. And if these were issued on the 5th of November, why wouldn't the polling location know that the person has already or was not registered? So, and I realize you're not, this is not the time for you to provide a response, but there were a lot of those with the no evidence of timely registration. The couple that were out of precinct before 5 p.m., I mean, that's just ludicrous. Why would you, if you want to vote, why would you vote knowing that your vote isn't going to count? So the question then is the poll manager or whoever is issuing the provisional ballot making it clear that your vote is not going to count? And I think that was the no ID. Again, are people realizing that they have to physically come to this building in order to bring their ID by 5 o'clock on Fridays? So, and maybe they are, but it just seems that there's some confusion with the voters, or either someone has decided that, okay, well, let's just give them a provisional ballot. So again, it would be interesting to see whether or not they're from the same precinct or, yeah, I guess the same precinct. There's nothing else, the same precinct. The first ones sounded like they were maybe a language issue. So this bears some additional analysis. So hopefully at some point at a future meeting, once you get past the election, not the next one, but maybe in January, that we can have some feedback on what was really happening with these provisional ballots. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? No other public comments? If there are no objections, this meeting will now adjourn. Since there are no objections, this meeting is adjourned.